On one. BYU Sports Nation with one of the BYU offensive linemen.
Parker, I don't know if you are aware of the trend that you started on BYUtv Sports with your Twinkie comments last week, but we ate Twinkies on set because of you.
I was a little offended that you guys didn't call me to join you.
You were a little busy.
I was a little busy, but I went to the sideline. There were no Twinkies there, so I was looking for like a ho-ho or – something, a candy bar, Snickers, anything would have been nice.
After the job the offensive line did blocking, you deserve something like that, right?
I think so, but, all of it is just water and Powerade. The same old, the receivers and skill guys all celebrate in the end zone, and we're just huffing and puffing, trying to make it back to the sideline.
if
our calling in life,
If the touchdown's more than a certain amount of yards, do you choose not to run into the end zone to celebrate?
Sometimes. So, it's actually really funny. I think it was either Mitch Juergens that scored or someone scored. And,
you don't even know.
We don't know. I'm just seeing stars, because we're just breathing so hard. But no, someone scored. I think it was Mitch. I think that's who it was. And it's funny because we were celebrating, and I'm screaming and jumping up and down, and everyone was getting just excited, and I busted at the sideline, had my hands in the air, and then Coach Detmer's like, "Hey, we're going for 2," and all the linemen are like, "Well, now we're dead," because we just spent all our energy celebrating. So me and T-John are standing there just
catch your breath,
sucking air, but. Yeah, but if it's pretty far away, usually we'll just take it to the sideline because they never wait for us, the receivers and all those guys. They just go do their own thing, but they have their cool little hand clap, whatever signals.
What you need is something like that with T-John or another offensive lineman, where you just celebrate in the spot.
I know, just right there, hit our bellies or something together, just something cool like that. So
you made some nice inroads looking back at the film from West Virginia. There's a reason that there were 281 rushing yards, and Ty Detmer referenced briefly that the offensive line did a better job pass protecting. Why were you able to find success against West Virginia?
It's just kind of like what we talked about before. We went into last week, and we really wanted to execute. That was our goal, and we took it really serious about making sure that we were going to go to the right stacks, that we were going to get on the linebackers, and that we were going to push them around and play physical, and that's exactly what happened. And it was nice because, our game plan fell into place, and when we execute and when we do what we're supposed to do, we're really dangerous. And, it's frustrating because the last three games that we've lost, really come from not being able to execute on 3 or 4 plays. And if we would have executed and made those plays, we'd be undefeated right now. So it's frustrating, but I think everyone saw there is potential. We could be really, really, really good. We're really close. So.
What's the mindset of the offense? Because you get guys that have a breakout game and you feel like you're on the cusp of doing something there, yet you're 1-3, and it seems like you guys are still pretty positive. Yeah,
the mindset for us is, and I think everyone sees is we just, whatever the score is, whatever our record is, we're just going to keep going. I think that we've got to be the best 2-minute offense in the nation. Coming in and scoring on the last drive, and so going into those type of big games where it's kind of a shootout, we don't really think too much about that. It's just going out there, executing, and just knowing that we're gonna score. And I think that's why we do. So,
what do you anticipate you'll be able to do against Toledo now that you've seen some film on the Rockets? They're a 3-0 team, and this is, on paper, their first real challenge. So what do you think your offense will be able to do against the Rockets?
They're a really good team. Toledo is really athletic. After watching film, they're not a team that we can overlook or underestimate. They've beaten really good teams, but I think from what we see on the defense, they're not as big up front. They're built a little bit more like Arizona, even like the ends like UCLA. So they're a little quicker, really athletic. But, if we can get into them and get our hands on them up front, we're going to be able to throw and push them around. And so that's kind of what we're planning on going into this game. Let's get our hands on them and throw them on the ground.
Describe what it's like to block for guys like Jamal Williams and Taysom Hill as they come by you and then hopefully sprint down the field.
It is so much fun to play with those guys because, Taysom, I remember in the game, I think it was a draw play. It was a draw play, and he ran, and that's when he, hurdled those two guys and went over them, and he just got back in the huddle, and he's just like, let's go, and he's screaming, and
you're like,
and we're again, the receivers are celebrating and cheering, and we're dying. I'm just kidding. But no, so, it's really fun, blocking for him because you know that he's going to make plays and he's tough and physical. And then Jamal, man, that guy, he is one of the toughest, meanest people I've ever met. In the game, Jamal was running 15 yards, a carry on one of the drives we were in. And their linebackers were, saying bad things to him and calling him out. And Jamal was just laughing. Jamal was laying on the ground after getting hit and pummeled by 5 dudes and just laughing on the ground. And I'm like, oh, there is something different about that guy. Because I'd be on the ground asking for, someone from the ambulance pick me up and give me a Twinkie. But, yeah,
What does that do for you emotionally when you see him do something like that and his energy on the field?
We get excited because when we're blocking hard and when we're playing hard, it's exciting for us because it means that everyone's going to know that we're doing a good job. We know that we're going to score, and we want to block harder because we know that how hard he's going. I mean, Jamal gets in the huddle after 5, 6, 7 carries, and he's like, give me the ball again, give me the ball again. And, the O-line's like, yeah, let's run the ball. Let's go again. Let's do it again. Don't even throw the ball. Sorry, receivers. But that's kind of the mindset. And so it's a lot of fun blocking for guys like them.
Parker, congratulations on the progress with the BYU offense.
Thank you.
I would like to say that if you beat Toledo, I'm going to go out. I'm the snack guy of BYU Sports Nation.
We're gonna check with compliance first on this.
Okay, so yes, we will check with compliance, of course.
But you got to get the whole O-line.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe I can give the mic empty.
Can you afford the fun pack, Napoleon?
The fun pack, a box of Twinkies for the starting 5 of the offensive line.
We give them to Mike Empey, and then Mike Empey can
he
do
can
what
distribute them
with
how he wants to.
They happen to be sitting in his office.
I don't know. Well, if you can get them to us right there on the sideline, that'd be great. So, after the game, anything, just be creative. We'll love it.
Okay.
As long as it's a nice snack.
Okay. Go Cougars and Twinkies. Thanks, Parker.
Yeah, thank you guys. We'll see ya.